Writing isn't easy. Sometimes you have to write the very first thing that comes into your head.
Yeehaw! This gun is exactly what I need to shoot them engines.
But then you think to yourself, maybe I should clean this up.
Yeehaw! This gun is exactly what I need to go shoot them Native Americans.
And then Bud Chittenton threatens to fire you if you don't clean it up more.
Yeehaw! This gun is exactly what I need to go shoot them bandits who've been robbing the bank.
Boy, that sure is a fine-looking gun you have there.
Thank you.
In fact, this gun is exactly what I need to go shoot those bandits who've been robbing the bank. Give me back my gun.
Hey! Why white men fight like mongoose and cobra?
Well, I was going to shoot you, but then this feller came along and stole my gun so he could shoot you.
But if white men both use gun to shoot bandit, then white men share.
Well, gosh darn it, this feller's right. Doing things together is a lot more fun. Maybe we can share the gun.
That sounds like a mighty fine idea. Now I'd get to running if I was you. Me and my friend here are gonna do a little sharing, if you know what I mean.
Chief Running Bear thinking that good idea.
Yeehaw! Bang!
Yeehaw! Bang!
Yeehaw! Bang!
Yeehaw! Bang! Yeehaw! Bang! Yeehaw! Bang!
While tensions grew on the set between Billy and Jeffrey, writer Darrel Weaver was waging another battle behind the scenes.
I really don't think Jesus would watch a show like Boing Gonkers. I think if he had a television, which I'm sure he does up in heaven, he'd be watching shows like Andy Griffith, or Little House on the Prairie, The $1,000 Pyramid.
A few weeks after the show started, we began to get phone calls and letters from concerned viewers. The worst was Rachael Pattenson.
Well, listen, I know the power of letters and phone calls. They say one person can't make a difference, but that's just a bunch of hooey. I've written letters to shows like Seinfeld, Friends, Lost. Every one of them's got canceled eventually.
I know a majority of the letters were aimed at the writing of the show. They kept us actors in the dark about a lot of what was going on. But I could sense that Darrel was feeling the strain.
Boing! Gonkers! Oh, hi there, Quip.
Hi guys. Oh,
Why so glum, chum?
some boys at school today pushed me into the girls' bathroom. Now everyone's calling me gay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Quip.
Yeah.
But there's a good chance that the reason the other kids don't like you is because they haven't really gotten to know you.
Really? You think so?
Sure, but more likely, they're just dealing with their own insecurities.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. Kids these days are fat, pimply little monsters who are in constant mental anguish.
Yeah.
No matter how much mommy tells them it's not their fault that daddy ran away with a blonde psych major from Arizona State, they can never quite believe her. Then in high school, they'll spend all their lunch hours sitting in the corner thinking that life is just awful while listening to grunge music on the $100 MP3 player they got for Christmas. But eventually, someone will turn them down for prom, and they'll blow their brains out in the parking lot during the Glee Club bake sale. So, don't worry, Quip. They'll get what's coming to them.
Wow, you guys really know how to make a fella feel good. Thanks, guys.
What are friends for?
It was obvious the writing of the show was getting darker, and some of the sponsors were pulling out.
There was this huge financial hole that Bud Chittenton had to fill. And since we were so desperate at the time, he really didn't take any offers for granted. Hey, Slippy! Come on, you know you want to try one.
Okay, maybe one pop.
Whoa, Slippy, what are you doing? Don't you know those things are bad for you?
I know, you're probably right.
Of course, if you just have to light one up, I recommend Georgia Thin cigarettes. It's the only cigarette you should ever smoke.
There was a short stint of time when you was allowed to advertise cigarettes on TV as long as you told people verbally that they were still bad for you. And nicotine? Ka-ching!
Georgia Thins, when you know you shouldn't, but you just want one anyway.
Smooth!
Sometimes protest is necessary.
And we are not gonna take it anymore, are we?
Everything was ripping apart at the seams.
Let's build a house. Get your sausage out of my face! Let's start by bending over and touching our toes. Ready? Here we go. And 1. And 2. And 3.